Sometimes you can see a sparkle from far away where there's a gem. That can help. There's only one left. That's so annoying. If you exit the level that way, you don't count as completing it for things like the homeworld boss. Although technically you don't need to exit the level to get the to have all the stuff for progressing with the balloonists. But for this part of the game, oh dear, and getting to the boss, you kind of do need to go through the return home portal. And we have our own little kind of noises for moving. You can hear it on the grass. It's so delightful. I love this game. It's brilliant. I was actually annoying with it to play this. I've just kind of felt really. It is very different. People have actually been saying, like with Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, that's very different to kind of the stuff I normally do. And it is, and this is probably even differenter, because at least that game's RPG-ish and fantasy. Well, this is fantasy. It's the beginnings of Dragonster. Is it a frog? Is it a toad? Oh wait! I think I know where it might be. Back down here. Because we saw one before. There may have been multiples down there. Oh! Spyro. Down here, maybe? Maybe in between here? Oh my goodness, I'm stuck on the first level. Only because I want to 100% it. I want to do... Ooh, is there one back here? Yay! Woo! There we go. Finish this realm. I am. But I mean, I think this is kind of the point. Is this game would be very easy if I just went. Oh, I'm just gonna finish all. I'm just gonna do the balloonists. You just go through a few worlds very quickly. Don't even have to bother with the horrible bosses. Probably only have to fight Nasty Nork. But no, we are going to. We're going to complete this game fully complete this game, which I think is like 120% actually. Oh, and we've just come into a new world, which means if I can like these guys. One thing I really like about these guys is, oh dear, is they react to you. If you charge, they panic. I don't know why, because I can't hit them. There we go. And these guys. And we'll pop in here, actually. You'll notice we just picked up some orb-type things. Those orb-type things, after you collect so many, you get a life. So, like, if you go back and forth between areas, you get stuff. Okay. And I think we have the ram here. Hello. Hello. Right. This is my favourite piece of music for this game. These are brilliant. This is just going to be me gushing and talking about how amazing this game is and how much I love it. I'm trying to remember things. Right. We don't necessarily want to go down there yet, I don't think. That's the way out. We don't need to go that way yet. Hello. Ow! You meanie! You hurt Sparks. The reason why, by the way, the reason why whenever you take damage, Sparks changes colour is because he actually blocks the hit for you. So Spyro is actually rather frail and can only take one hit, apparently. But, ow. Stop missing treasure. Need it. Ah. Hello. I didn't remember there being a dragon in here. Rescued Linda.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
That's a pointed thing. What have we done? What did you do to him, Spyro? That's a very pointed... Oh dear. The red ones, as you will probably have noticed, I can flame. And I can just burn and open them. The black and white chests can't. Oh dear. I should use my camera controls a bit more. So yes, boop. You save. Or I think that kind of acts as a bit of a checkpoint. I think. Sheep. Butterfly. Give me butterfly. Thank you. And Sparks chases that. And nom. What's through here? Is this just a wall? This is a wall. I don't think you can do that many fake walls. Not early on in this game. Maybe in other games. Oh, I remember you. I remember. You will be dealt with, sir. You will be dealt with. Shepherd! Okay. Did not think that'd be that easy. Normally they swing at you. Yeah, this controller's having issues with the whole LT thing. See, he's like, yeah, and not doing it at the right time. Go on, put him up. Just this fellow, and then we can just peruse around for treasure. So this one doesn't have 100. I think this one has 200 treasure. It's weird knowing stuff about a game and playing it. It does. This feels weird knowing a game that I'm let's playing. But based on third age, it's still gonna go badly. I was gonna have so much flail and wandering. Although the thing is, although these games are kind of wide. Ooh, guy in blue over there. There's still quite. Sometimes they're quite easy to get around. Hello. Rescued Gildas.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump.
Yes.
And try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
So if you want to target a particular area, you can just press triangle. They changed that in the other games. It's quite... so there I just drop. In, I think, the later games, you have it pulls you up just ever so slightly. Like, you stop gliding. Right, let's ignore the treasure over here for the moment. There is treasure around here, but we have issues with a certain... Oh! I thought I was going to be really, really lucky there and just be able to... No! Flame him very quickly. So we're just going to charge after this fellow. He has very evilly still taken the chance of all of the... No! Of all of the dragons being... Almost all the dragons... No! Almost all the dragons being turned into crystal to steal a dragon egg. The naughty, naughty fellow. And so, well, maybe the naughty fellow. So, we are going to glide to the wrong place. That was not where I thought I was going. I need to find... I don't even know where I was heading. So, but this is roughly where we fell off. Right. Where are you? There he is. He has dragon eggs, so he took the opportunity of everyone being distracted by being turned into crystal to steal a dragon egg. So he's... Yeah, so we hit him, and we save the dragon egg! Woo! Yay! Woo! I think most areas, if they have a dragon egg, only have one. He says. He says. Don't trust me on that one. They aren't as... They kind of change how the game works between this and 2 and 3. So the dragon eggs are slightly different. Okay, completely different in 3, where they are, once again, collectibles. Although they still do have thieves, if memory serves. Stealing them. Although I think there's thieves also in 2 as well, but they just don't have dragon eggs. This game is very pretty. I can't see any sparkling over there, so that means there's no gems in that direction. Although, the sky being white is not very helpful because of the sparkle. I have a little gizmo thing that's making this HD because my screens don't like it being in standard def. So there's a slight issue there sometimes. Because so the issue with it being in standard going up to high definition is sometimes it becomes a bit. I mean, it's not as good as it could be. Like, this would probably look slightly better if I weren't doing that. But then I'd have to use completely different screens. Although that probably wouldn't be too horrible. I mean, the other option would be just to watch it through the my recording software, which means I have to have very, very fast reactions. And by very fast reactions, I mean I need to react 3 seconds before I realise it. Now, I think there's actually 2 of you. Oh no, just the one. Have another life. I shouldn't need the lives for a while, he says. I should switch my controller out. The L2 is being a bit wibbly. Hello! Rescued Astor.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
Oh, okay, you're meant to come to this world second, are you? That makes sense, there's nothing you can't flame. Ah, okay. And it is the first one you can see. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, now, there's a beach here we can land on. As mentioned, Spyro is water soluble, so we won't go paddling out into the beach. Aha. Do I have... I think I do have. Which way do I have? Passive. I think I prefer passive, for the most part. Basically, the camera doesn't do anything. I think if the camera is on active, I really can't remember this. It just almost immediately snaps to behind. So it kind of follows you around. Unless you kind of look around. That's probably more useful, actually. Although it might get a bit confusing. I normally do have it on... I remember having it on passive. But that's probably more useful in certain areas. I think I'll stick with active, actually. We go down here. It's a hole. Ah! Rescued Gavin.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
like you, Gavin. The best dragon name. Oh dear. Oh, hello. Oh, no. I need to save. Stupid game. Oh, hello. The music has died. There we go. And that puts us at... Oh, no. That means there must be something up top, I'm guessing, that we've missed. Let's go. Oh, no, sorry. I tried to avoid you, but then you ran into my charging. It's your fault. I'm completely innocent of your demise. Ah! I did it again! Oh, no! I'm committing overside. I think it would be overside, wouldn't it? I think sheep is Ovis. Or is it bread? No, that's Ovis. Never mind. Right, 2. The thing is with 2 is it's either a 2 gem or it's 2 ones. I don't know. I think they're normally around the trees if they're anywhere. Unless there's some in here I've missed. Okay, no, I'm not liking the fact. I'm not liking the fact of actors trying to pull back. Ooh, no, you're a sheep. I'm gonna switch it back. I always prefer passive. Bounce, bounce. Okay, well, let's me and... oh my god, where did I go? No, this is where I just came from, isn't it? Yes, I went round the edge, but I haven't looped back. I know one of the powers in other games is you can get sparks to look. You roll, no, oh right, yes, I remember you roll in this game. Eep. Did you press all of the if you press all the shoulder buttons, that sparks and look for treasure? But he didn't do that in this game. He just breaks the L2 button. Yeah, I could do with a new controller. I can rummage through. I can rummage through stuff I've got. Ooh. Ooh, is that sparkling over here? Is there sparkling over here? No, that was just the sky. Ugh. Thing is, it might not even actually be. They might not even be up there. Okay, well, okay. Spyro doesn't think that there's a treasure up there. He thinks there's treasure in here. It's why we dropped down. Clearly, Spyro was wrong. Yeah, I think this is one of the parts of the game that the high definition, but kind of upscalingness of having to deal with this screen is not helpful with. And I assume that the PlayStation 3 would probably be similar. There it is! Yeah! Woo! Woo! There we go. Ah. Boop. Whee! Okay, I'm trying to remember how many levels there are in this. I think there might only be... as in overall. Hello. I'm following you. I'm sorry. Not overly bothered about killing these guys at the moment. It's not like other worlds where they're an actual threat to you at this point. They're just kind of in the way, and you may as well grab their stuff. Right, town square. I think each of these kind of early levels kind of introduces new concepts as you go, and kind of puts new things in. I think this one's got quite a bit of gliding in it, if memory serves. So we've got a few dragons around. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Eh. Eh. Right. Hello. Rescued Nils.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
What? I'm already... This is the thing with tutorializing in games, is eventually you just get to the point where, yes, I already know all this stuff, thank you. He charges like the rams. Although I'm not entirely sure if what order they're expecting you to do things in. No, this isn't there yet. I'm trying to work out where things are relative. There's quite a few different things that go on. This thing launches a gem up in the air, and you get it, and you break the thing by jumping through it and picking it up. But you have to jump up to get it. You can't have Sparks grab it. I think we missed the 2 back there. He is very awkward to come back to and realise.